Alright, welcome back to another episode of CKA Gear Locker. I'm hoping today that you can take a look at our setup, and this is going to help you decide how you want to arrange some things in your kayak. We're not experts by any means, but we have developed a few systems, so I'm hoping that our systems will help you develop your own system. So take a good look.
Let's talk about setup, how you have your kayak set up. Now I'm fishing out of a big tuna. This is a 14-foot long kayak that is made to where you can be tandem, you can fish tandem, or you can fish this as an individual, and that's how I'm doing it. The way I'm set up, I want to show you what I have in front of me. Show you what I have here in the kayak in front of me. So I'm sitting here and I have my fishing pole in front of me, and I'm fishing. As I catch a fish, I'm sitting right here with my net ready to go. So as soon as I bring the fish over to the side of the boat, I'm ready to net it. And that's where my net stays while I'm fishing. At the same time, right here, I have my bump board. So as soon as I catch the fish, I get my fish grips out. They stay actually locked right here on the bottom. I can get my fish grips out, get the fish out. Once I have him locked in here, I'm ready for my bump board. And then I measure my fish, and then I have a stringer that's in a box behind me. So in front of me, for what I'm doing all day long, if I'm just paddling little short distances, I'll take it and lay my fishing pole down right here in front of me, and then I'll paddle a little ways. But on the norm, what's going on is I have, for most of the time while I'm fishing, right here in front of me, I have my net is here, my bump board, my fish grips, and my paddle stays stowed right here. So I'm ready to paddle when I need to. Now, also, you'll notice that I use an anchor trolley. And I either use an anchor line where I actually drop an anchor and I'll run my line through here and position it wherever I want to do it, or I use a spear gaff that Kurt and I both made exact same spear gaff, and you'll see it has a bike handle on the end of it, and we just use some baseball bat wrap, and this is actually just a shovel handle, and a shovel handle will come with an end that actually already has a hole, and then we just use all thread, and we cut some all thread, put it on there and ground it to a point, and we put that in with epoxy. So it's pretty simple to do, but this is a great stakeout pole because it's short. It's great for a kayak, so it's easy. You can take with one hand, I can put it right through the ring on I can put it right through that ring there on my anchor trolley. I stick it down in the mud, I can stick it in sand, whatever, and then bam, I'm locked in right here, and I'm not having to mess with an anchor. But I do have the ability, I use an anchor line behind them. So in my kayak, what I have my bump board, my net, my fish grips, my fishing pole. That's what I have in front of me. Now, when you turn around behind me, I have my K crate, and inside of my K crate, you know, I've got a shirt that I can throw on if the sun gets too hot. This is a box that I use. I put my license, my fishing license, my wallet, my keys. It's all in a dry box. It's orange, and it would float if it flipped. I keep my gulp in this. I have a sponge. You should always have a sponge on a kayak for bailing. I keep something to drink, and I keep my baits. And I also have waterproof boxes that have my jig heads and things like that. Procure, that type of stuff. And then, of course, I have 3 rod holders back here. And that's how I operate. Pretty simple. I keep one rod back here. This one's got top water on it right now. Sometimes I'll have a live bait rod. But and then actually back there behind it, you'll see I keep my torpedo bait bucket back there, and just keep it bungeed down. So pretty simple setup, man. From the back of the boat to the front, man, it's all pretty simple and clean and efficient. And also over here on the side, this is where I actually keep it's just an old fishing tackle box, kind of a cloth one, but that's what I keep my anchor line in, and my anchor stays in there. So if I do use that, I'll pull it up front with me. But I got my my bait bucket back here, 3 rod holders, and then my box has got my stuff in it, and that's pretty clean and simple. And then at all times in front of me, you know, I'll keep a rod. Now if I'm paddling and we're paddling a distance, I'll put my rod back there in the back again. But just for moving around these creeks and things like this, when I get ready to move, I'll actually, a lot of times, I'll even, because I like to keep my gulp in the water, I'll throw the gulp down in the water just a little ways and put my rod tip right there, and then I paddle and go wherever it is I'm going to go. And then when I get there, I'm ready to switch up. I'll put my paddle right here. I put it off to the side like this. I fish. When I catch a fish, my net's right here. As soon as I get him in the net, I got my fish grips. My fish grips are ready to go. And then as soon as I get him locked in on the fish grips, I have my bump board right there ready to measure him. So pretty simple setup. That's the way I keep my kayak. Okay.